right, get ready for the morning rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Next big weather maker not expected till this weekend. So for today, a full day of sunshine, a little bit more cloud cover to the south of us tomorrow, but sunshine everywhere, meaning warmer temperatures to finish up the work week and light winds for the majority of us, just a little bit more wind over the northern mountains. Adam?
Breaking overnight, a SWAT situation southwest Albuquerque is now over. Deputies say they were called to the area near Atrisco and Bridge over shots fired. They say a woman had a fight with her boyfriend. She says that he fired shots in her direction. She was able to get away. He eventually surrendered after a SWAT was called in. Authorities say he's in the hospital with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation is ongoing. Sarah?
Happening tonight, Santa Fe Mayor Javier Gonzalez is calling for a special election for voters to decide the fate on a tax on sugary sweetened beverages. Now, if City Council approves, voters could decide on a 2 cents an ounce tax on sugary drinks as early as May 2nd, rather than the March 2018 municipal election. Mayor Gonzalez says the reason for the urgency is so that 3- and 4-year-olds without access to pre-K education due to cost don't have to wait another year for an opportunity. Crystal?
On to new details this morning. People living near an alley in downtown Albuquerque won't have to look at a pile of trash when they head to work or school this morning. It's cleaned up after neighbors complained it was a health hazard. ART Construction was blocking access to that alley at Central and Arno. The city admitted construction has made it quite difficult.
We're waiting now to see how Attorney General Jeff Sessions will respond to a call from Democrat Senator Al Franken. He thinks that Sessions should return to the Senate Judiciary Committee to explain in detail his contacts with the Russian ambassador during the presidential campaign. Franken told reporters that he has no other choice but to believe that Sessions lied when he testified that he had no contacts with the Russians.
This morning, some metro area parents are furious over what an Albuquerque High teacher posted on social media. On her personal Facebook page, she said all undocumented immigrants should be deported to free up space in the classroom. An APS spokesperson says, quote, district officials are aware of this issue. They've addressed it, but because it's a personnel issue, there's nothing more they can share.
The owners of a local dessert shop are hoping that you'll recognize 2 people who they say stole from employees. The owner posted the video showing the 2 ordering a treat, and the woman walks off with the tip jar while the employee's not looking. We're told that they walked away with about $400. The owner says that they did file a police report.
On to news happening now. Today's International Women's Day coincides with the Day Without a Woman, a day where women across the country are being called on to take the day off. Organizers want to show what the absence of women in the workplace means to the economy. Some schools will be closed. Rallies are planned across the U.S. That does include right here in Albuquerque, where a group will meet in front of UNM's bookstore tonight.
Video of a statue on Wall Street is going viral this morning. The statue went up right in front of the iconic bronze charging bull yesterday. It looks like a little girl staring the animal down. The statue is called Fearless Girl. It's meant to coincide with International Women's Day, which, as we said, is today. The company behind it also says it's meant to call attention to the lack of gender diversity on corporate boards.
On to new details at 6. Fewer American adults are trying to lose weight. This despite the growing obesity rate in the U.S. Researchers from Georgia Southern University found the percentage of overweight adults trying to lose weight dropped from 56% 2 decades ago to 49% today. Researchers say it's become more socially acceptable to be overweight, reducing the motivation to actually shed pounds. Kristen.
Sky News 13 flew over a fire line northeast of Roswell yesterday afternoon. It was all part of a prescribed burn, but that had some residents concerned. Chavez County officials assured the public it's under control. Meanwhile, residents in that portion of the state are left dealing with smoke and haze caused by those deadly fires in the Panhandle. Now, that's something, too, we're going to be watching for today. The hazy skies off to the east, but metro area, we're not looking at any sort of threat. Our metro threat index is down to 1 only because those chilly temperatures we have out there now. Warm, sunny, and calm winds expected later on today. Adam?
Next year, you could see some big changes to a city animal shelter. Kennel D at the East Side Shelter is set to receive a new heating and cooling system, as well as construction of a new building with more kennels. The project is expected to take about 10 months.
Later this month, feature film Fast Color will begin shooting in Albuquerque. It's a story of a young woman forced to go on the run when her superhuman abilities are discovered. The production will employ several local actors and hundreds of background talent and crew.
Santa Fe police are moving forward, able to help more children and families in need, thanks to a generous donation by a family that officers had helped before. William and Emily Wilding, along with their 4 children, presented Officer Mike Demas with a collection of Beanie Babies officers can hand out to kids in the field.
Time now for a check on traffic. Good news is nothing major out there to slow us down. A little bit slow course southbound as you approach Alameda getting out of Corrales, but that's usual for this time of morning. Everything else looking green.
Facebook has rolled out its cure for, quote, fake news. The social media giant has begun to flag suspect stories on your news feeds as disputed, but critics say it's ineffective because someone first has to report the story as fake. Then several news organizations will fact-check it, a process that can take days, and by then the fake news may have already gone viral.
Some unique photos of a beach wedding are getting a lot of attention this morning, but this wedding was for dogs. A group of dog owners in the Philippines got together on Sunday to set up the ceremony. The owners called it an event among friends to promote the importance of dogs to society. The beach wedding featured, of course, the doggy bride and groom, several dog guests, and even a dog dressed as a priest.
Aw, look at how cute they are. See, you can't have a bad Wednesday with that kind of story.
No, you can't.
True.
Oh, my goodness.
Time now for the 5 facts.
We'll start with number 5 this morning. Spring break for APS just 2 weeks away this morning. And Steelbridge, formerly known as the Albuquerque Rescue Mission, is making sure that kids in need get a meal during that time. The group donated more than $5,000 in food gift cards to the APS Homeless Project.
On to number 4 now. A proposal that would raise $89 million for public schools in New Mexico by taxing cigarettes and other tobacco products is heading to the Senate for discussion. A Senate committee passed a tax measure yesterday but withheld its full endorsement. The bill would increase the excise tax on a pack of cigarettes by at least $1.50. Taxes on products like e-cigs and chewing tobacco would increase from 25% to 75%.
At number 3, warming up statewide today. Upper 60s expected here in the metro. A little bit of haze out east and windy conditions over our northern mountains. Warmer temperatures and more sunshine stretch through the start of the weekend.
On to number 2 now. 10 days to go till the end of this year's legislative session. Governor Susana Martinez is already warning she may be forced to call a special session. She is slamming Democrats for not getting enough done, including passing a budget. But Senate Majority Whip Michael Padilla says Democrats are the ones actually working in New Mexico, and the governor needs to do the same. She was in Utah this past weekend for a governor's conference where she was injured while skiing.
Number 1, today 2 congressional House committees in Washington, D.C. plan to start voting on a new Republican-led plan to overhaul Obamacare. President Trump is working to sell it to Congress as opposition mounts from both Democrats and Republicans. Some lawmakers are worried about cost. Others criticize the plan for being too similar to Obamacare. The proposal does keep some elements, like allowing young adults to stay under their parents' plan until age 26, but supporters also point out that it removes the individual mandate and offers tax credits to help lower-income people buy coverage.